I mean, they're just about unguardable.
Look at that jam! I mean, just beautiful.
Sick. And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul goes against Oklahoma City. And one of the most dangerous shooters in the league, Damian Lillard, only needs a sliver of daylight grade to get that baby off.
Yeah, I mean, he'll brush off the comparisons to Steph Curry, but he presents some of the same problems. For the defense. Deep range, a quick release, and just one of the nastiest step-back jumpers in the game.
Westbrook dishes to George. Adams wide open. The shot's good. Good on the assist by George. Here is Lillard. Screen by Nurkic. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Those three-pointers off the mark. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Grant with the ball. Lillard picks him up. The three. The Thunder pull it in.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Westbrook passes to George. Back to Westbrook. The three-pointer, no good. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's McCollum. Count that one. McCollum's got his first bucket in this one.
Now to respect the speed of McCollum. Fantastic at knifing through the defense and beating them to the bucket.
Adams, right side. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Nurkic dishes to McCollum. Adams brings the double team. Fires the three. Here's Nurkic. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from George. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Anthony kicks to Adams. For three, Westbrook. And it's Westbrook again missing. Trailblazers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. McCollum with the ball. George picks him up. McCollum passes to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Here's Harkless. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Westbrook dishes to Carmelo. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Anthony's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Nurkic can't hit. The Thunder leading by 5. Anthony on the wing. The pass to Adams. It's stolen by Aminu. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Back to Nurkic, to the middle. Harkless with the bucket. Well, Chris, as you look around the league and with all the great players in it, who would you like to have played with that's playing right now?
Wow, that's a tough one. I mean, you look at all the big fellas, I definitely would love to play with the Cousins or Davis. You look at guards, I mean, how could you not want to play with Westbrook, Harden, or LeBron? I mean, it's like telling a kid, go in to a candy store, what candy do you want to pick? It might take him an hour. He might pass out just with the excitement. I don't know. There's so many great players in this league, man. It's so hard to choose one. How about you just take any of the top 10 and whichever one I pick out of a hat, I'd play with them and be happy.
I like that. How about in the past, guys you would have liked to have played with when you were playing the game?
Wow, late in my career, Kevin, I could have played with Tim Duncan. I've always thought that would have been like Shaq, KG. It would have been other big players at that time when you needed 2 guys inside the play. So it definitely have been guys that I respect battling and going up against, and those would have been the first I would have looked to play with. But those guys come to mind first and foremost.
George against McCollum. Adams' shot is off.
Some tough D in the paint, getting between him and the bucket and stopping the easy dudes.
Lillard against Westbrook. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. .111 left in the first quarter. Adams brings the double team. Back to Lillard. 5 on the clock. Poked away. It's stolen by Adams. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's George. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Special thanks to Under Armour for that sweet replay we just saw. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Here's Collison. Oh, that's blocked. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Yeah, just hitting a reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
And the chance to draw up a great play. I mean, this is a chess match at work.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Johnson, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Patterson comes in for Nick Collison. And it's Brewer in for Carmelo Anthony. There's the pick. Feeds it to Nurkic. Harkless on the wing. George against Aminu. And a wide open look for McCollum. Knocks down the 3 ball. McCollum's got 5 now.
You got to appreciate the sharp shooting of McCollum. When he's squared up from deep, you feel like it's going in every time.
That's a 2 from Lillard. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, pretty obvious over the back call there, but being out of position, that was really the only option.
He went for it. I'll give him that. Showing some fight on the boards, even if it's not the smartest play in the world.
The Trailblazers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. The first one falls. And both free throws good for Nurkic. And so the first quarter is in the books. Trailblazers out in front. They're up by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back.
So, like, the youngest over there has to do.
Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, I'd say it might have toughened him up a little bit, that's for sure. Wow, 18? That is mind-boggling.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Well, that's what happens when you're aggressive on that end of the floor. They took a few chances and took control of the game.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, Aminu and Nurkic up front. McCollum at the 2 with Harkless playing the 3. And it's Lillard in at the 1 spot. And Nurkic, the first player, Chris, in over 30 years to record a game with 28 points, 20 rebounds, 8 assists, and 6 blocks.
Yeah, he lit up the Sixers that night in the win for the Blazers. His hot start ignited Nurkic fever in Portland and helped propel them back into that playoff hunt.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Johnson. Grant comes in for Patrick Patterson. And Carmelo Anthony subbed in for Brewer. And that one's good, Lillard.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Double team on Westbrook. Nurkic with the steal. Lillard against Westbrook. Back to Lillard. Pulls it up. From the arc. And another three for Portland.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Grant, right side. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Grant's got his first points of the game.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Fellas, Al-Farouq Aminu has established himself as a great defensive player, and he wants that recognition. He said, my goal every year is to be Defensive Player of the Year. I want to guard 1 through 4 and even 5 sometimes. I want it to be known that I'm a great defender, and I want the league to recognize that. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Aminu continues to prove his worth on the defensive end. His length and quickness certainly hard to deal with. Lillard against George. To the inside. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Free throw good, Adams. And Chris, one of the rare honors for an NBA player is to have their jersey retired. The Kings retired your number 4. What does an honor like that feel like? What does that mean to you?
Man, it meant so much to have my jersey retired. I was there with my family, my wife, my brothers, sisters, parents, and everyone. And so it was just a really, really great moment. You know, when you're playing the game, you can really, we say enjoy the process, but you never really can really enjoy it day to day because you're always thinking ahead, trying to get better. And so it was just a really cool moment to sit back and think about all the positive things we did in the city, for the city, and definitely for the game of basketball. So it was a great feeling, and, you know, Sacramento forever. I thanked him for that, and I love him there.
Wonderful years, indeed. Now a timeout called by Portland.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Well, the pace right now, that's being dictated to them. They have to try to get it back to their tempo, to their style of game.
Davis is checked in for Portland. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Patterson, he's checked in for Adams. Brewer comes in for Anthony. Alex Abrinas is checked in for George. And it's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. Aminu with a screen on Grant. And Lillard kicks to Aminu. And it's McCollum in the corner. Back to Aminu. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And the call will be against Alex Abrinas. That's his first foul. McCollum kicks to Harkless. That's a 2 from Lillard.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And it's Abrinas in the corner. Back to Patterson. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Felton against Lillard. The dish now to McCollum. Back to Lillard to stop the drought. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And that's 13 points for Damian Lillard. And when you look at Damian Lillard, Rookie of the Year back in 2013, tremendous confidence from day one.
A quiet assassin who carries himself with humility. He lets his game do the talking.
Here's Grant. Shot clock at 6. Brewer's shot is off. Portland leading by 3. McCollum outside. They get it back. Aminu banked in off the glass.
He lives for these type of battles on the boards. It doesn't matter which end of the floor it is either.
Felton against Lillard. Screened by Grant. Felton the pass to Patterson. And stolen by Lillard. And now Davis pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And it's Aminu in the corner. Here's Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. It goes on Ed Davis. The Thunder have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. That free throw good from Patterson. And Patterson drops them both.
His free throw ability makes him tough to defend in the post. Teams can't get too physical with him.
And it's McCollum in the corner. Stolen by George. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Westbrook leading the charge.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Yeah, talent in this league has it so that now pretty much every team can push the pace. You have to get back on defense.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Trailblazers. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody, along with Kenny the Jet Smith. And the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. They were outscored by just a bit in the second quarter. That's it for now as the second half.
High above downtown Portland, you get the great idea of the beauty of the city, folks. Welcome back, everyone, to the Pacific Northwest. Oklahoma City trailing. So for Oklahoma City right now, the dynamic tandem of Westbrook and George, the backcourt. Grant is out there with Patrick Patterson. And it's Anthony in at the small forward. And Westbrook, here we go. Oklahoma City shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And the second free throw, good. Well, we talk so much about what it's like on the floor, Chris, but I wonder what it was like off the floor when you were on the bench watching the team play and what was going through your head and mind. What did you and your teammates talk about as you were on the bench taking a rest and watching the game go on?
It depends on which game. You know, if you're in L.A. and you see, Eddie Murphy and Rihanna walk in, you're going to say, hey, look at Beyonce and Jay over there. Or, if you're watching a great play and you see a guy dunk on your teammate, you're not going to get too excited, but you're going to whisper to your teammate, man, did you see that? That's crazy. Or, you're pumping up guys because they've been working so hard in practice, and it's a guy who's getting his first time to kind of get in and get a good run. So you're cheering him on. And so being on the bench, it's a lot of fun. You have to stay focused and ready to re-enter the game. But part of that job on the bench is to keep the energy of the bench, and that's to keep guys encouraged, to be loose, to have fun. And so it's a lot of fun being on the bench. And more fun when you're winning than losing, but a lot of fun being on the bench encouraging guys. 1 for 3 now since halftime. Taking them a little while to find their rhythm.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Well, you have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Davis. Then for the Thunder, Adams, he's checked in for Patterson. And it's Brewer in for Russell Westbrook. George dishes to Adams. McCollum against George. Tries a 3. The offensive rebound. Grant kicks to Anthony. Outside for George. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Having a little bit of trouble at the start of the half. Only 1 for 4 from the field. They haven't been able to get their legs under them since coming out of the locker room. 0 for 4 to start the half.
Yeah, and C.J. McCollum mostly plays at that off-guard spot with the Blazers, but on a lot of teams, you could see him as the lead guard. I mean, 6'3" in height, and his handles are elite.
You can't let Turner jump all over you. Effective at tearing the D apart on the drive with his athleticism and his speed.
Here's Adams. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. That one on Turner. And C.J. McCollum can step into that point guard role very comfortably.
Yeah, I mean, he keeps it on a string going right or left. A terrific ball handler. Calling him a secondary ball handler is almost not doing him justice.
He doesn't get the second one. Trailblazers trail by 3. Napier passes to McCollum. Hangs, and the layup is good. McCollum's got 9 points.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Adams dishes to Anthony. Screen by Adams. Fires from the wing. The putback. The rebound by Turner. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game. Swanigan, he's checked in for Portland. Pat Connaughton comes in for Evan Turner. McCollum with the ball. Now defended by Grant for the lead. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Grant, right side. In the corner, it's Brewer. And the 3 ball is good. Brewer's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You have to at least get a hand up, right? In Brewer's face from outside, he has such a quick pull-up on that perimeter, Jimmy.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. McCollum outside. Pass to Connaughton. Lets it go with a 3. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
The Trailblazers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
A different look now for Portland. Davis is checked in for Swanigan. And Jake Layman subbed in for McCollum. The Thunder also changing it up. Arenas is checked in for George. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Brewer. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Aminu's checked in. A steal. Westbrook kicks to Anthony. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. There's the feed to Westbrook. Screened by Grant. Left side Westbrook. Basket counts. Westbrook's got 10 points in the game.
Hey, look, he's not an easy man to defend. He'll get his points one way or another.
Connaughton kicks to Aminu. Down low, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They get Russell Westbrook.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And the first one drops.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And Portland making a change here. Lillard's checked in, and both free throws good for Nurkic. For Oklahoma City, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Maurice Harkless is checked in for Portland. Nick Collison's checked in for the Thunder. Pass to Abrinas. And Anthony gets double teamed. It's stolen by Aminu. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Trailblazers have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
At the line for your Trailblazers, Mo Harkless.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Nice. Tying it up. They were a little disappointed that he couldn't give him the lead.
And here's Westbrook from the arc, and Harkless pulls it down. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Anthony with the block. Westbrook against Lillard. Westbrook picks to Abrinas. Back to Westbrook. Shoots over Lillard. No good on the buzzer beater. It's all tied in Portland. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Be strong with your post up. Be strong.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter, and if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. The Trailblazers shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Harkless and Aminu, your small and power forwards. Then there's Jusuf Nurkic, then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Connaughton in at the two. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Lillard from outside, Lillard again missing. The Thunder shooting 48% from the field, not bad at all. Grant outside. Lillard against Felton. Collison up top. 5 on the clock. Banked in off the glass. Collison's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Thunder. Portland trailing here. Here's Lillard. Count it.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
I love it. Just like in life, they never gave up. To claw back into this game and not up the score is nothing short of remarkable.
Collison's gone 2 of 4 from the field. And there's the call on Felton. That's his first foul. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Jusuf Nurkic. The Thunder also changing it up. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Collison. Paul George comes in for Alex Abrinas. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Raymond Felton. And that replay presented by Under Armour showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Aminu with the screen on George. Connaughton passes to Harkless. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him. Anthony against Aminu. Outside Westbrook. Adams sets the pick for Westbrook. 6 to shoot. And here's Anthony from the arc.
He isn't getting it to fall from outside during this half after recording a 3 during the first.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
The line for Trailblazers.
That free throw good from Aminu. The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. 2 free throws for Aminu. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, yeah, he might have seen something he wants to exploit. We'll see what they run coming out of this.
And the Thunder with some changes. Patterson comes in for Jeremy Grant, and Corey Brewer's subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He said, "This is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it." He really is fired up about this game.
There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That's his first foul. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. McCollum kicks to Harkless. Dishes it to Leonard. He feeds it to McCollum. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, Lillard. And the foul called on Myers Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Nurkic checked in for Portland.
Jusuf Nurkic.
Here's Westbrook. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Inside, here's Adams. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 6 assists here tonight.
Oh, that's a nice look. Recognizing he had the opening to make the entry pass.
And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. 1:56 left here in the fourth quarter. Lillard misses.
May have missed it, but that's a clean look at the basket.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're in front by 5. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Russell Westbrook in for Raymond Felton. Westbrook against Lillard. Left side Westbrook. Here's Adams. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. The Trailblazers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And George kicks to Patterson. Tries to save it. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Lillard. McCollum dishes to Lillard. Kicks it to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. And the basket by McCollum.
Gotta like how calm McCollum is. Even in big parts of the game, you can depend on him to step his game.
Adams, right side. And Adams with the slam.
Yeah, I mean, he's been orchestrating all game at a high level.
And you see defensively, when they try to patch something up, he exploits a different weakness.
Lillard, the pass to Harkless. And Lillard kicks to Harkless. Back to Lillard. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And you never know. That technical may just springboard them. I mean, especially if they can add a few more points here on this possession.
Anthony's checked in for the Thunder.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
And the officials are calling a technical foul here. You don't see this too often, but they tried to call for a timeout when they had none left.
Yeah, major mental lapse there. He's got to know they're out of timeouts. Just a total unnecessary technical.
You're right, G.A. He won't live that one down easily. Not his proudest moment.
And it's a one-possession game. They'll keep the ball after the technical. Great opportunity here. And this atmosphere is bananas.
When guys separate themselves by how they perform in clutch situations, give this man his props.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Westbrook against Lillard. 4 on the shot clock. Westbrook dishes to Adams. Beyond the arc. But he stays with it. And they go to the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. So he comes up empty at the line. Here's Lillard. Count it!
And Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
For 3, Westbrook. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. Do we see that tonight?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge,